Hello, for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Gabbie. So hi there. I'm an empath. I'm a witch. I'm a starseed. I'm a light worker. I'm a human being. I'm I'm a being in a vessel, in a meat sack, in this thing that you see me sitting here and talking to you in. I'm energy. I'm just another soul that, volunteered to come here to help guide my soul group through the ascension, through these energy shifts, to share my experience as I go through the awakening with you guys. I'm struggling to remember who I am, what I am, just like you are, or like most of you are. I'm just a little more aware of the struggle that's ahead of me and that I'm going through currently. I'm also here to download you with my light codes. We all have these light codes. As you may or may not know, we all have certain light codes that are in our DNA. And when you are in, for say, public or online, like, what I'm doing right now on the web, you are downloading others with your light codes. You are also being downloaded by others by watching them or passing them in the street, or passing them in the store with their light codes. It's like an exchange. Couldn't spit that word out. It's an exchange. So that's what I'm doing. I'm downloading you with my light codes. So with that being said, code with love. Code with love and light and joy and happiness, and vibrate high and raise your vibrations, raise your frequency. Tune in to love, tune into things that bring you joy. And if nothing brings you joy, bring your own joy and spread it so you can bring others joy. I just don't exist. I'm here for a purpose, just as you are here for a purpose. And right now, I'm not quite sure what the purpose is other than life. I'm here because I'm experiencing life. And I believe I'm trying to remember the true meaning of love so we can all connect better and be a happier species, and be able to raise vibrations. And you can do all that with love. So welcome to my channel. Sorry, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus since June 2018. I've been feeling really depressed, a lot of low energy. I feel like I lost my passion. It's kind of like, I feel like a pilot light, okay? It feels like my pilot light sort of kind of went out, or is burning really, really low, like it's about to go out. So the slightest little, wind will just blow me out and I'm done. That's how I feel. Like, I feel lately like I have no desire. I feel like I forgot who I am. I don't have any desire or passion to do much of anything. By the way, I am recording outside, so it's probably gonna pick up the wind, and I hope it's not so super annoying. I actually tried to go live and it bumped me off the live feed, and then it wouldn't reconnect to the live feed. So then I tried to record with my cell phone to record on YouTube, and it wouldn't let me do that. Then my laptop wouldn't upload the camera, and my intentions was not even to show my face. I didn't even want to be on camera. I wanted to try to face my fear by going live, and I made it this far. I hope I just did not smear my makeup by wiping my face. But I made it this far, it wouldn't let me go live. So I tried. But getting back to what I was talking about, I really did. I feel like I have no desire to do much of anything anymore, like nothing. Like, I don't want to leave my house. I'm comfortable being home. I'm comfortable being alone. I haven't wanted to go anywhere. I've been invited out. I haven't wanted to be out with people, have fun. It's just like the idea sounded fun, but by the time that I actually got around to doing it, or when it became the time to get ready to leave or go somewhere, I kind of just like, I just didn't want to. I just got really tired, and then I started to make excuses as to why I didn't want to leave. It's too far. It's too rainy, or it's too hot and humid. And the weather played a really huge role too, but that could just be an excuse. So yeah, I haven't really wanted to leave my house. I haven't wanted to be in public. I haven't really wanted to sit outside, you know, by the water with what I'm doing right now. As you can see in my background, this is my backyard. I live in Western New York, and I live in Point Breeze, and I live by the water, so there's a lot of marinas that are right next to each other, like boom, boom, boom. And I live on one of the marinas. And I usually come out here and I sit by the water, especially when I'm not feeling really well or I'm feeling depressed and low energy. I come by the water, and you know, the water and the wind kind of just like wash my worries away, and it tends to make me feel better. I also come down here because I like to watch the sky. I like to take pictures of nature, and that is so cool. There's a family of ducks behind me. I like to take pictures of nature. I like to witness nature like those ducks. And I really haven't cared to come out here. Like, I look out the window and I'm like, oh, I should be outside, but then I don't come outside. I haven't really wanted to do my yoga. I do yoga. I started it maybe going on 3 years now, and I've done it religiously every single day in the morning. And if I've missed yoga, I've only ever missed like maybe 2 or 3 days of it in a week within a month. And I really just haven't cared to do yoga. I haven't even cared about my eating habits. Oh, a fish just jumped out of the water. I haven't really cared to meditate. Also, you know, I feel like maybe that me not having support really rains on my parade. I don't have very much support at my house, at home. My husband thinks what I believe in, what I do, making these videos is just pointless. And we'll leave it at that. Pointless. He says a lot more, but it's pointless for him. And you know, it's kind of like, oh, it's just like, yeah, oh, it's like, it may not matter to you that, you know, or many of you watching this video, it may not seem like a big deal, but for me, it's kind of a big deal that I have nobody to share this with. So, you know, well, I do have people to share it with. It's just that they live so far away, and we share via the web. But it's like I have no physical contact with people, and it's been that way for so long that I'm really actually comfortable not having physical contact with people, and that's gotten to a point where I don't even want to do a live video. I mean, that's crazy. I need to change that. I think that having no support at home plays a really big role as to why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling lately. Not always, but lately. Let's see here. My daughter, who loves what I do, and she is really interested in what I believe in. She's a healer, and when people are sick, you know, she does a thing that she does with her crystals and her energy, and she likes to heal people and say, you know, these little mantras and prayers and stuff like that. And she's very passionate about it. But lately, she hasn't really been passionate about it. It's kind of been like that's hocus pocus or taboo. But also, we hope there's no young kids watching this, because I'm about to talk about Santa Claus. So if there's any young kids watching this, or around any parents with young kids, it's time to get them out of the room, because I'm about to reveal something about Santa. Okay, so recently this year, we came out about Santa Claus, and that really hurt her. We told her, you know, that we're Santa Claus. we told her the truth about the tooth fairy and stuff like that. Now, truth be told, I don't believe in the man in the big fat, the big fat man in the red suit coming down the chimney, but I do believe in the spirit of Christmas. But for the sake of a child, I make it very fun, very magical, very, for an adult, it's taboo magical, but for me, as an adult, I make it very magical, and I make it very believable. And I think that if you can lift your vibration to that level of belief, it can be believable, not of a man in a red suit that gives children presents in a matter of 24 hours, but just like miracles happening, hope, love, and just the magic of love, happiness, and just the way Christmas time makes you feel, even if you don't celebrate Christmas. I mean, seeing it on TV and seeing the lights, it does something in you. It lifts your spirits a little bit. I mean, it has to. It does for me. But I am just speaking on what I experience, and I'm speaking about what I do and what we revealed to my daughter. She is now 11. She just turned 11 in August. And so ever since we told her about the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, it's like she feels that this whole thing with believing in spirit and the fifth dimension and extraterrestrials, aliens, angels, just like your guides and the ascended masters and all that stuff, and healing with your energy and stuff like that, and crystal healing. Now she feels that is all hocus pocus, and I'm trying to tell her that there is a difference between Santa magic and healing magic that comes from your energy fields and stuff like that, but she really doesn't want to hear it. So she kind of is with her dad now. It's like, yeah, what you're doing, Mom, is kind of dumb. Like, why are you doing it? Who cares? Like, who even watches your channel? And truth be told, I don't have that many people on my channel, but there are some people that do watch it, and I do have a very, very small following. But you know what? It's not really about who I have watching my channel. I mean, it's somewhat about it, but it's not all about it. I don't get paid for this, and I think of it as a way of just spreading the information that I experience, that I know about, and also it's a good way to journal, and it's a good platform to just upload information that people can search for and find, and if they feel that it's helpful for them, then there's no harm in that, and if they don't like what they see or hear, they can just stop watching it and move on to the next thing. But yeah, so I feel like my daughter's been throwing a little shade over my light, kind of like her dad. I don't mean to blow his spot up. Don't get me wrong. He is an awesome husband. He's very loving, very kind, but we do not believe in the same things. He's very Western medicine, very, very religious, and I am totally opposite. I'm very, like, I don't believe in religion. I really don't. And I like to dabble in holistic healing and stuff like that, but I could save all that stuff for another video. I do want to do a video about holistic healing and certain minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. But as for feeling the way I have been feeling lately, I just, I think that has a little bit to do with it, a little bit more to do with it. I have noticed that I am alone, and I just keep telling myself, it's not their time yet. Maybe that's why my husband feels that way. But as for my daughter, I think she's like, she knows in her heart, but she's a little hurt because of the Santa thing. So she kind of like, that's how she's projecting, I guess. But as for her father, I just keep telling myself, it's not his time yet. And I know that my daughter is gifted like I am, but she's at that age too that, all this is taboo, it's uncool, she's 11. I can't force her third eye to stay open. I feel deep down inside that she does believe, and she wants to make her father proud of her by doing things that get his attention, not my attention. So I kind of just work in silence now. That makes me a little sad that I can't share with the people, the physical people in my life, but I know it's ego, and they will get there on their own time. If they don't get there in this lifetime, they'll get there in another lifetime. So these last few months since June, I've had to push myself to do a lot of things that I love. I had some good days, but mostly I've had really low days. I don't want to say bad days. I didn't have bad days. I just had very low energy days, very low vibrational energy days. So yeah, but I did have some high energy days, and but when I did have the high energy days, I kind of enjoyed that high, that vibration, that higher vibration, and I really didn't do anything productive like make a video, write content, but I did do things that I love to do, like yoga, or I've come down and sat by the water. I've left the house a few times, but the high energy doesn't last all day. It lasts for, it was mostly peaking in the morning, and I would wake up really early, like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it would last until maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I would start to feel low again. It was like, what happened to me? I had so much energy this morning, and then, I don't know. But I did notice that the Schumann resonance during that time has had no activity or very low activity, and we did get a few spikes here and there. I was full of life when we had those spikes, or I noticed that I was full of life when we had solar activity, because we haven't really had a lot of solar activity either. I was full of life when the geomagnetic storms hit, and we haven't had a lot of them either because we haven't had any solar activity. But when we've had, the spikes for the geomagnetics or the sun, or, just stuff from Earth, from the Schumann resonance, I noticed that when they received a spike, I received a jump of life, of excitement, of something, of higher vibration, higher feeling, and upliftment. And, I don't know. I was full of life. That's all I could say. But all that was really minimal because of these last few months, because of, no activity really going on. And I also have to think, and accept that all the planets were on one side of the sun for a while. They're starting to move out of formation, or back into formation, should I say. And we've had so many planets in retrograde. Mercury finally came out on the 19th of August, and I did notice a difference when Mercury came out, and it was kind of a relief. Life started to come back into my body. That's how I feel, like life is starting, like I'm being reborn again. That's how I kind of feel, like I'm being resurrected or something. Yeah, so much is going on, I feel that everything has played a role as to why I was feeling like blah. Also, I have been purging, like crazy purging. I've purged before. I'm always purging. If you're awakening, you're purging. I've gone through my fair share of purging, but it's never lasted this long. I feel like I'm going through another series of the dark night of the soul. Maybe I am, because you go through many dark night of the soul motions and feelings throughout your awakening, throughout as you, there's like levels in this awakening, and as you go through these certain levels, you purge, and you can also experience something called the dark night of the soul. I actually did a video on that, and maybe that's what I was going through. Maybe I was going through a piece of that, because it was June, July, August, and well, we're still in August, but June and July and most of August. And it hasn't been nice. It hasn't been a nice feeling at all. I'm so sensitive to energy, very sensitive to energy. It's sickening sometimes. And it hits me hard, and I get very low, and I tend not to care about anything, nothing. Oh, and also, I just recently had eye surgery for Graves' disease. I have something called Graves' disease. I have issues with my thyroid. Actually, my thyroid was removed, but the tissue in my eye started to get inflamed. It's been inflamed for years, but it started to get more inflamed. And this is my second surgery. I had one surgery a year ago, and then I just had the second surgery in July. And what they did was they cut me here, and then they took out some of this fatty tissue that was here. And let me tell you, the doctor told me I'd only have like one stitch and I'd be good. That was a lie. I had stitches. All this, oh shoot, I keep forgetting I have makeup on. I had stitches, probably more like 7 stitches on my eyelid. My whole eye was so big and fat. It looked like I got punched dead in the face, like dead in my eye. All of this turned every single color, that's purple, green, yellow, green, yellow, pink. I mean, there was so many colors. And then the colors started to get bigger and bigger, and then they pooled in a little pocket under my face here, and then this was all big and fat, and just like, I looked horrible. I looked bad. When I did go into public, people looked at my husband like, shame on him. Like, shame on you. You beat your wife. Like, that's the impression that I got from people. And people would look at me with like this really like concerning look, but then they would look at my husband and they would look him down and up. You know, my husband is a big guy. He's from Brooklyn. He has a lot of tattoos on his body. He's loud. He talks. He has an accent. So yeah, it took about a month for me to actually heal up from that, or maybe even a little bit more than a month, because even after the month went by, I was still a bit swollen and very unhappy with the results. I thought I'm still a little unhappy with the results, but I still noticed that I'm a little bit swelled up in certain areas, but it is what it is. It's really windy all of a sudden. Maybe it has something to do with the Graves' disease, and inflammation, I'm sure, plays a huge role when you're trying to heal. And I know that for a fact that having low energy and low vibrations and being around low vibrational people will make healing a little harder as well. So everything plays a role with everything. You know, it's just like everything is connected, like boop, 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 boop. And I've been working on my ego. I've been working on getting me through this purge and trying to stay focused, trying to stay positive. And I don't know. I just haven't been up to anything. My ego. It's my ego, you guys. It's not amused. It wasn't amused. Also, I didn't even want to do this video because of my hair. I dyed my hair. It was supposed to come out this really, really pretty silver with violet color. Like, because my hair was platinum blonde. I got it beautiful. And I was like, yeah, it's so platinum that this gray violet color is gonna come out banging, you guys. And I did my hair, and it looks like the color of the poop emoji. I hate it. Then again, that's my ego. I'm just not happy. If my vessel don't look right, you guys, my vibration doesn't feel right. I don't know about you, but that's just how it is for me. I'm struggling. And I just had a birthday. And I am up in, I'm no longer in my 20s. I'm no longer in my 30s. And I know age is just a number, and I don't feel like I'm no longer in my 30s. But a lot of people seemed that they felt like I really needed to hear the real age that I am. You know, people will ask me all the time, how old are you? And all the time I tell them, oh shoot, I forgot. You know, I'm like, I have to think about it. Like, am I 38? I'm 39. Oh no, my God, I'm 40. Shit, I'm 40, you guys. I'm not happy. But whatever, it is what it is, right? I don't feel 40. I'm not getting old. I'm youthing. I'm changing my perception and how I feel about myself. So maybe that could have played a little bit of a role too. See, I'm really extra sensitive, you guys. I'm a Leo. I'm supposed to be like this big, you know, like courageous lion, you know, and I have all this ego and I'm very vain. Anyways, my ego did not want me to make this video today because of all these things that were going on, and I feel hideous. Anyways, so I decided to point the camera at the water, and none of that worked out. None of my devices would work. So I guess this is a way of spirit saying, no, you're going to face all your fears, and you're going to face all your challenges, and you're just going to get this done, except for the part of allowing me to record live. Maybe I would have said something I shouldn't have said. I don't know. We're working on it. I'm working on it. My spirit team has got my back. What can I say? I'm vain. It's one of the side effects of being a human. It's a symptom. It's a symptom when you wear the flesh, you wear the ego, I guess. Anyways, while I was at home purging and, you know, feeling low on energy, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I like YouTube videos better than watching TV because TV really is boring lately. I don't watch the news. My husband watches the news, so I hear about it a lot, but I don't watch the news. I don't enjoy it. And there's a lot of programs on TV. I don't know if it's because I'm a little more aware psychically or awakened or whatever, or enlightened, whatever, however you want to say it, but I can see through it all. Like, the acting is bad, the messages are, I can't believe that other people can't see the messages that are in, you know, certain shows and, you know, TV programs that they're airing on TV. So I really don't watch too much TV. But I did binge on Netflix when I had my low energy, but I did watch a lot of YouTube videos as well. And people like Alexis Buck and Mr. MBB 333. I hope I said that right. And Naughty Beaver, he's awesome. And Aluna Ash and Flurbrun. I hope I said her name right as well. You know, those are just a few names of the people that, you know, made my pilot light burn a little bit lighter, brighter. You know, it was the things that they said or how they expressed themselves or shared stories that, you know, kind of made my energy lift up. Their energy source made my energy lift up. They coated me with whatever I needed to be coated with, I guess, you know, to raise my vibrations. I strongly believe that they are in the same soul group that I am in, even though I know that we are all one, all of us. We're all one. We all have these soul journeys that we travel in with our soul families. So maybe, you know, Fleur or Aluna and I made some kind of a contract before coming here, and we all agreed that at this certain point in time, when I was feeling the way I was feeling, like I was, that I would be drawn to their light, unconsciously guided to code me so I could get that energy boost to continue my purge without exiting Gaia or getting lost in the matrix. I solely feel they stepped in unconsciously, or maybe I stepped into their light unconsciously, I don't know, to be here to keep my soul lit. It was like a domino effect. One person led me to another person. Each person coded me and helped light my soul, light my fire, my passion, my life force to make me feel better. I have been feeling guided these last 2 days, actually. I know I'm guided, and I keep seeing numbers, the number 11. I've seen the number 11 since 2002, I think. I think that's when my true awakening happened, was in 2002. But I've been seeing the number 11 for a very, very long time. And I usually see the number 11 either by itself or with another number in front of it, like 611, 411, 311, 911. 911 is a huge one. I see that all the time. 1111. They always pop up daily, sometimes every hour on the hour. Sometimes once a day, I'm receiving messages, transmissions, codes. Now, this domino effect of one person leading me to another person started to make me feel like I'm coming together, like a puzzle piece, like a puzzle. I still feel like a few of the puzzle pieces are missing, but I am feeling a little better. And now that I am feeling a little better, I feel brighter, and you know, I wanted to make a video. I felt guided to do this video today, and I say I feel guided because when I ignored doing this video or doing what I like to do, I was like being pushed to do it. Like this feeling, like it was an annoying feeling, like you gotta do it, you gotta do it. It's like this voice that you hear, but not with your ears. It's kind of like you hear it in your head, but you relate it to your ears, but it's not in your ears. It's like a silent movie, sort of, for me. I see words, they flash through my head, or I hear my guides talking to me, but they're talking to me like here. I can feel and hear everything right here. I can see, feel everything right here. And it was like they were just bugging me, like, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. So when I ignored it, I just kept feeling pushed to do it. Or if I ignore them, these synchronicities or my guides and angels and my ascended my divine spiritual team will say, I'll get an overload of numbers bombarding me, or these light flashes that start to become very intense to the point where I feel like, oh my God, something's wrong. And it's because they want to get my attention. I see light flashes normally, daily, and I do see energy. That is normal for me, yes. But when I ignore them, they become very, very intense or even bothersome, very annoying. At times I feel the need to do this, and I could feel the emotion of the energy raise up and become happy when I felt like, when I got the will to do this video and write the content as I was doing this morning. I woke up at 3 something, and then around 4 I was writing content, and it took me a long time to write this, and I could feel the emotion of the energy around me that was pushing me, just like become like happy, like I just, like, I see happiness, like not happy like you see me happy with a smile. I seen, it's weird. It's weird to talk about energy and explain what energy looks like, and explain what an emotion looks like when energy is having an emotion. But it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like the energy moves a certain way, and you just know that it's like a happy dance for the energy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of weird. Maybe that's why my energy danced around the way it did, because I'm weird. Anyways, I could feel the emotion of the energy raise up and become happy, and then I'll receive these little confirmations by getting certain synchronicities popping up. For example, when I thought about doing this video, and I thought about the certain content that I was going to write for this video as I'm saying it now, you know, I was thinking to myself, you know, what should I get into today? What should I talk about today? Should I just come clean of how I've been feeling? Should I tell somebody? Should I express that emotion? And when I thought about that, all of a sudden I see a flash of light zip by me, and I felt like I heard my guides become very sarcastic with me. And they said, ding, 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 bingo, Gabbie. Yes, girl. Yes, you're getting warmer. yes. And that's how I know that what I was writing was the right thing to do. And then I happened to look up at the clock and it was 6:11. That's confirmation. My phone lit up on my phone and it was 6:11. And that is when I knew I was on the right path. You know, that's harmony. That's enlightenment. Plus, you guys, plus, the full moon is like a booster, and the full moon is tonight. It's like, for instance, if you drink coffee like I do, if you drink caffeinated coffee, and then you ask your person that's making you coffee for a shot of espresso to give you that extra boost, that is what the moon is doing to me right now. It's giving me that extra boost. So for now on, I will try to be more consistent with making videos. Some of my regular followers have emailed me or they've hit me up on Facebook asking me why I haven't made any videos and asking me if I'm okay. And I'm like, yes, I'm here. I'm sorry, I'm alive. You know, thanks for checking in on me. Thanks for caring. It warmed my heart. It really did. The smallest actions are like, they do the biggest things to your heart and to your feelings sometimes, to your emotions. I do have a very, very small channel, a very small following at the moment. I have not been as consistent as some of my peers. For instance, I've watched Alexis Buck grow, and I'm so happy for her. It is so amazing to see her grow her channel and grow her following. I love seeing her doing videos with other people, and I don't know, it's just kind of amazing to see people grow and watch them succeed. It makes me very, very happy for her. She makes me smile. She makes me happy. She warms my heart. Thank you, Alexis, for making videos and for encoding me with your love, because she really does, what is the word I'm looking for? Exude love? Exude, is that the proper way to use that word right now? She really has a really nice way of shining her light and spreading her love, especially through the internet. With that, sometimes I feel like I know her, like she's my best friend, and I can feel her energy. It's just so weird. I can feel her energy as if I'm with her, but I'm not with her, I'm watching her. So again, thank you for your videos and your content, and everything is amazing. I was drawn to your channel because I was you know, very interested in the Schumann resonance and solar activity and geomagnetics and stuff like that. I think I had made a video about geomagnetic storms, and as I was looking for, you know, I was fact checking, and I came across Alexis Buck, and I was like, wow, because there's really nobody on YouTube or the internet that I could find that is actually talking about the Schumann resonance, the Earth's magnetic field, and the solar activity the way she does. And she does it with such grace, and when she doesn't understand something or how it works, she's not afraid to tell you that she doesn't understand how it works. And she's doing all this live. So, you know, if she makes a mistake, she's doing it live. And she does it with such love and happiness. And she just has this certain happiness about her, and I believe that it's part of her. It's her generation, the beings in her generation. It feels so weird to say that because that just makes me feel really old. I think she's in her 20s. I could be wrong, but I really feel that she's in her 20s. I feel she looks very young, and her generation is going to be the generation that we want to make sure is taken care of. So we got to make sure that we are loving and kind to each other, so her generation can pick up where we're leaving off and become strong. And she needs to build, you know, more strong beings and souls, and get that education out there so other people can have that understanding, so they too can ascend and grow spiritually. Because Her channel, she talks about a lot of things. It's not just the Schumann resonance and solar activity. She does her tarot card readings, and she's a very spiritual being. So yeah, I would definitely go check her channel out and support her, give her a like, follow her, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. And so I kind of got a little sidetracked there. See, Alexis, you really changed me. You really gave me that energy to move forward with what I was doing, and I just want to thank you for that. But I will grow in time at my own pace, you guys. I do thank you to the ones that have hit me up asking if I was okay. I think of myself as a fruit tree. I'm growing slowly, and I will bloom, but I have to come into the fruit stage. I have not yet come into that fruit stage. I'm still growing. My roots are strong. A lot of work is going on. You just can't really see it right now. And, you know, there was some elements that I've had to get through, some stormy moments that I had to, you know, hunker down and hold on so I can continue to grow. But I'm still growing. I'm growing with people that want to seed in my garden, and we will all come into fruition when the time is right. We will grow and glow at our own pace. Now, on that note, you guys, I know that my introduction was like so long. I thought about even stopping my video at this point, but I think I'm going to break this video down into sections because it doesn't really tell me how long it was, but it really doesn't matter. I could probably do the whole thing. It's just that when I go into editing mode, it takes forever, like all day to edit something. Today I really just wanted to get a little nerdy with you guys as we talk about the physical symptoms that you and your vessel will experience as it goes through these shifts, the ascension, the awakening. So much is going on with like all of you guys. You have no idea. And if you don't know, you will, because it's going to happen to you. It has to happen to you, whether you want it to or not. As the earth ascends, we ascend. Even if you don't want to, you're going to. You have to. You're being pushed into it. It's part of the program. So there's a few things that is going to happen to you. And the physical transmutation stage or metamorphosis change within our bodies is taking place for many of us. It is a huge and basic alteration inside and outside the body. It may be relatively a permanent change in hereditary material involving either a physical change in your DNA relations or a biochemical change in the codons that make up genes. Now, a codon, for those that don't know, is a triplet of nucleotides that is a part of the genetic code for the body. The genetic code specifies a particular, oh my god, I cannot talk, amino acid in a protein, or starts or stops protein synthesis, which means putting things together. This is the way the body grows or is destroyed by disease in a lifetime. Okay, are you guys still with me? Give me a like if you made it this far, because I for sure have been rambling and it feels good. It feels good. I feel like I've let something off my chest, like I've come clean, like I don't know, like I've had to say what I've needed to say, like I needed to express these emotions. Water with lime, alkalizing my body. All right, moving on. There are many teachers teachings that speak of mutation and also speak of cellular transformation. Some people have asked, you know, what is the difference and is there a difference? Some teachers feel that the word mutation is a word that sometimes alienates a lot of people. It sounds scary to some people. Yeah, you know, it doesn't sound like a nice word that you're mutating. It sounds kind of ugly. So they use the word transformation or cellular transformation, or as I like to say, metamorphosis. It makes me envision that I'm transforming into like this beautiful creature, into this beautiful butterfly. And because it sounds better, I guess. You know, it's a lot nicer word. So, the teachers teaching this knowledge feel that most people are more comfortable and open to the word transformation. It's more like a gradual shifting. Sorry, the wind is picking up. It's more of a gradual shifting, whereas mutation feels to some people like a huge, scary, significant change is going to occur. And this creates more fear. And I don't want to create fear in anyone. You're not going to like turn into this, you know, one-eyed creature, or you're not going to grow an extra finger or anything like that. When I was told that I was mutating, it gave me the image that I was going to mutate into some kind of an ogre or something, or cyclops, I don't know. Therefore, you know, I can see why some teachers teaching this try and stay away from, you know, using certain wording and language. They don't want to create more fear. You know, we want to create love, not fear. Fear attracts low vibrational energy. Also, words are energy. For those of you that didn't know, words are energy. Words have energy, and you have the power to manifest using words. And we do not want to manifest words that will create fear during this beautiful metamorphosis, mutation, cellular transformation, whatever you want to call the changes that are taking place in your bodies, okay? The information that was coded into the DNA of your structure is now being activated, you guys. You're being activated. To sum it up, the information in your personal blueprint of your species is found in the cellular DNA of our bodies. Your DNA will evolve from 2 helixes to 12 helixes, or even 14 strands. I've also heard that it could go up to 100 and something. But maybe we can. That would be awesome. But for now, you know, we'll stop at the number 14, which corresponds to energy centers or chakras inside and outside of our bodies. The new type 12 strand DNA was originally in our bodies 300,000 years ago. That's a really, really, really long time. Within the human body, cells are these light encoded filaments, these fine gossamer threads of energy that carry information when these gossamer threads are working together. Like, think of fiber optic lights. They work together like fiber optic type of light cables. They form the helix of your DNA. You know what I think of when I think about these fiber optic type of cables or wires, or how they form the helix of our DNA? I think of the movie Avatar, when they take their hair and they plug it into the dragon that they're gonna ride, and then all of a sudden, like, their, I guess, DNA merges with the dragon's DNA, and like they can speak to each other consciously or something like that, and they become like one. And that's what I think of when I think about the the fiber optic threads. Now imagine that your frequencies are starting to detach from one another, where they are still connected. They're just threaded together. They're not so congealed that they create that much matter anymore. What is going to happen then is that the energy that is coming into you is going to start to come in more easily. it is as if the cells have to break apart, you know, just a little bit. This is why so many people are now waking up, and some people are even remembering. It was actually predetermined that you would do so at this time, or at the time that it started for you, like when your life started, or when you contracted your soul to awaken at a certain time. Beings who have been living in dense physical bodies now have the option of living in bodies of light. The effects are very jarring in some ways. On one hand, you'll get physical vibrations that are strange and sometimes feel a little uncomfortable. And your endocrine system, you know, where your thyroid is, that's your endocrine system, may speed up or even slow down a little, causing all kinds of these strange effects in your body with your hormones, and they will affect your body in all sorts of ways if it's thrown off, if your levels are thrown off too high or too low. You may suddenly have this overwhelming memory, and you will not even remember if what you were remembering in your memories, if it was real, like reality, or if you were dreaming it. Sorry, a motorcycle's going by. Think of yourself as high energy transformers, kind of like sponges soaking up the energy that's all around you. As more and more light becomes available to you, the intensity of the electromagnetic energy around you also increases. Any changes in the surrounding energetic field are picked up by your subtle etheric body. I think that's why when we were having those spikes, again, I am very sensitive to energy, but I think that's why when I was feeling so low vibrationally, the spikes made my energy, my etheric, my body, my light, my aura, everything about me spike a little bit as well. It affected me as well. Sometimes you can see it in people. Some people even tell me that they see mine in these videos. Sometimes you can even see it. If you're a person that can see auras, you may be able to see other people's auras sometimes. You can see the energy around their body, their etheric body, or sometimes you're just seeing their etheric field, which is it's your body, and then it's the etheric field, and then it's your aura. And there's people, you may not even be a person that can see, or you're not aware that you can see it, and then suddenly you'll look at people and you'll start to notice that you can see something different about them, like you can see them glowing. I do videos sometimes, especially if I'm in the sun or if I have the light on me. Some people say that I'm glowing strangely, that I'm a little bright and it doesn't look normal, but all the lighting and everything is set where it should be normal, but when I'm exposed to it, for me, it's not normal, and I glow. So I glow in the light and I glow in the sun, and this is just another symptom that we are all going to experience. It's crystals forming, creating our light bodies, and you may start to notice these crystals forming in your bodies. I did a video where I was sitting out here in the sun, and I held my hand out in the sunlight, and I had my phone recording, and I could see, I can actually see them on my hand right now, and I'm not even in the sun. I mean, it's sunny out, but I'm not even directly in the sunlight. For me to show it to you, I'm not quite sure if you're going to be able to see it because I don't have any light source. It's kind of dark where I'm sitting, but I did do a video on the shimmery crystals on my body. And there's another woman on YouTube that she does these videos all the time, and she has really awesome content about them. She's been documenting it since day one. For me, I've not documented it because I've always had my skin look shimmery, like I've had glitter on my body. It's been that way ever since I was a little girl, so for me it was never abnormal. as I got older and when I was doing videos, even before the videos, sometimes people would ask me what kind of glitter spray am I wearing, and I'd be saying stuff like I'm not, or what kind of lotion are you wearing? It's sparkly, and I would tell them I'm not, because I don't wear lotion. I wear oils like olive oil or coconut oil, but I don't wear sparkly lotions or anything like that. I created a YouTube video. I was doing yoga, and I was trying to capture orbs of light, and I was really just blurred out in my film because a little piece of sunlight, a sunlight ray, came through the window, and it just, when it hit my skin, it made the whole room really white, and it was really bright. And somebody asked me why it did that. I didn't have an answer for them. And then I came across this woman named Taylor T, and she brought to my attention the crystals in your body. And I've really never acknowledged the crystals in my body the way she did, because for me it was always normal, and it was never an abnormal thing. And apparently it's an abnormal thing, but not really, it's normal. You're integrating your light body. So I really started to pay attention to them, and it was very interesting. So if any of you are interested in her content, you can visit her. She is on YouTube. Her name is Taylor T. And everybody that I mentioned earlier in my video, I'll put the links to their videos in the description box below, so you can check them all out. Talking about the crystal body and all that. This body, your body, acts as a receiver and as a transmitter of all these energies that are around us. These changes directly affect your physical body, which is the outward manifestation of the etheric level. Now, I'm going to stop my video here at this point because it's very long, and I can hear my daughter yelling for me, looking for me, and I will do part 2 of it tomorrow. And that way, this will help me stay consistent with my videos and hopefully pique your interest to want to know more about the crystalline body and the transformation, the metamorphosis of the changes that are going to happen in your body as you ascend. And I'm just going to leave it there. Much love, you guys. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me. Sorry I couldn't go live. Maybe I'll try to do part 2 live and get over that fear of being live. I think my biggest fear is not being able to edit out something that I say wrong or do wrong. Anyways, much love and light to all you guys. Mwah.
Listen up, everybody, if you wanna take a chance.